I just want to preface this now and say that even though I have a degree in photography and video, I have absolutely no idea what camera angles I need to use for this video. So we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. It also doesn't help that the way my bedroom is laid out really restricts me. Like, my bed is literally just here, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Anyway, hi guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little bit of a reorganization of my bookshelf. I am currently going through a massive overhaul of everything in my house. We're having a new kitchen fitted in about a week's time, which I'm super excited for, but I'm also not ready for. There is a lot of stuff that we need to do, and we've just been like sorting things out, getting rid of loads of stuff. So if you see any clutter or any mess at any point in this video, then I'm really sorry. I'm not a neat and tidy person at all, and there's just stuff thrown everywhere, but we are having a bit of a spring clean. I mean, it's kind of spring almost. Yeah, so I've been wanting to reorganise my bookshelf for quite some time, and I only have the one bookshelf, so it kind of makes it a bit easier for me to rearrange my books. But I do have quite a few books that are not on my shelf that I really want to have on my shelf. And there are also some books that I don't want to keep anymore, so we're going to go through them. We're just going to change it up a bit and see what it looks like at the end. I don't know, like, I've seen a few people do some of these videos and I really enjoyed them, so I thought I would have a go at my own. I don't really know how. My letterbox is broken and it keeps banging, so if you hear any weird noise during this video, it's probably that. I have closed my door, but I can still hear it. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't really know how I'm going to rearrange my bookshelf. I kind of have it all over the place at the minute. Like, I have some series together. My thriller shelf is all in like rainbow colours, and then I've got like fantasy at the top, but I'm kind of a bit bored of that layout now, and I kind of want to just, yeah, switch up a bit. As I said, I don't know if I'm going to do it in rainbow colours. I know that's really popular, but I don't have enough of certain colours to kind of pull that off. I think that's my own opinion. I don't know if I'm going to do it in order of genre. I feel like I might have a shelf of books that I haven't read yet, like a TBR shelf, and that's going to be the shelf that I focus on when I'm like picking my books and stuff. But first of all, I need to get these books off the shelf. I might also give it a bit of a wipe down as well, because it needs one, to be honest. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now, and I will see you all in a little while. I also need to adjust the tripod a little bit so that you can see better, so just bear with me while I do that as well. Alright, so that is everything cleared off the shelf. I don't know what I'm going to do with my boyfriend's graphic novels. I think I'll probably just put them back on the bookshelf somewhere. And the cookbooks are going to go in the new kitchen, I think. And like, loads of my boyfriend's random shit has just ended up on the bookshelf, like his sweets and stuff, and I don't really know how long they've been there, but they were stuffed like on the bottom shelf, so I didn't even see them. So I'm gonna leave that for him to sort out when he gets back from work. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the books on my shelf. And then obviously I have my pop toys, which I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them, but I don't really want to put them back on my shelf. I kind of want to put them somewhere else. So we'll figure that out as we go along, but I need to go through all of these books and decide which ones I want to get rid of. I kind of know which ones I want to get rid of already. Yeah. And then I also need to give this a good clean, because look at the state of that. That's just horrendous. I can't believe I've let it get that bad. But we're going to sort that out now. And we're going to make it look nice and pretty. I realised I had more books in the living room that I wanted to add to my shelf, so I'm just going to pop them there. And yeah, I've got some books in a box down here. A lot of them are what I got for Christmas and books that I bought at the end of last year that I've just shoved in there for the time being, and I really want some of these on my shelf. So let's start going through these books and deciding what books I want to get rid of. So I think I am gonna show you the books that I unhaul at the end of this video, because I feel like it will be easier to sort through the books as I go along. So I'm gonna start putting stuff on the shelf, and I think I'm gonna go with my original plan, which was to have a TBR shelf. I feel like I might have 2, maybe 3 TBR shelves. I might have a shelf just completely full of hardbacks, and I'll probably have like the ones that I've read on one half and the others that I need to read on the other half, because I don't have many hardbacks. I don't know what I'm going to do about non-fiction. I think I'm just going to mix everything up. I don't know if I'm going to have all my series together. I think I might try the rainbow layout first and see how I feel about that. I might change my mind. I definitely know that I want to keep all of my Dracula books together, regardless of whether they're hardbacks or not. I think all of them apart from one are hardbacks actually, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what it looks like, but I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to get on with this. And I'm really sweaty, so I'm sorry if you see any sweat patches on me. I know it's not a good look, but it's actually really warm today. It's so sunny outside, despite it being windy, and I've had to turn my heating off because I am sweating. So let's get on with sorting these out. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with the way I have laid out my shelf. I actually prefer this a lot more to the way I had it before, and I've still stuck with the rainbow theme, but because I have a TBR shelf and a shelf full of books that I've already read, it's kind of broken up a bit, and it looks a lot nicer, I think, instead of having just solid blocks of colour. I don't know, you might disagree with me, but I'm really happy with this. I love having all of the hardbacks together and all of the paperbacks together. I just think it looks really cool, personally. The top two shelves are just books that I have already read. Sorry if my camera angle is a little bit askew. My tripod is a bit broken, and so this is about as level as I can get it. It's the top three shelves, sorry. So this is also a shelf of books that I have read, but then on this side here, these are the hardbacks that I want to read, that I need to prioritize. And it was so difficult to fit hardbacks on the shelf. So I had to do it this way, because if I had lowered the shelf down, well, this shelf you can't lower down. This one's like stuck in place. This was how it was made. The others you can move, which is really helpful. So I couldn't do anything with this one, so I had to go with that. But I actually really like it. It makes the layout look a bit different. Just kind of breaks everything up a bit. And then, yeah, down here, let me just adjust the camera. Sorry. I'm so bad at this, and I said I did a degree in this, and yeah. Anyway, this is also my TBR shelf, so I've got more hardbacks here. And then I've got all the paperbacks along here. And then down here, these white ones as well are all books that I need to read. I thought I had more than what I've actually got, so I'm actually pretty impressed with myself that I am managing to knock out my TBR and get it shorter, because I thought I had more than this, but I'm quite happy with it. And I've just put my pop toys here just to fill a bit of space, and then down the bottom here I've got my boyfriend's graphic novels, and then other books of mine, mostly non-fiction, that are quite chunky and I just didn't feel like they would fit anywhere else, and I'm really happy with it. And then, yeah, like I said, I've got some more space, so if I ever get any more books, although I am on a book buying ban, they can go there, and I can always move the pop toys because I've put some of them at the top of the shelf. And yeah, just overall, I'm really happy with it. I kept my dragons on the shelf, my see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil dragons that I got from Cornwall, because, not Cornwall, Yorkshire, because they're just really cute. I absolutely love them, and I don't want to put them anywhere else. So they have stayed there, and yeah, like I said, I've moved my pop toys around a bit, and I've got rid of some crap that was on there that didn't really need to be on there. Yeah, so super happy with it, and I've done it so that, like I said, I've got a bit more space. So once I've read a book, I can put it on my read shelves, and it shouldn't mess up the layout too much, and I shouldn't struggle for space. I do want to get another bookshelf this year. I know I've said this already in a video previously. That is one of my main things that I want to do in 2021, is just get another bookshelf. So we'll see how that goes. I will just say as well that I did get this bookshelf from Argos a couple of years ago. They still make it, and when I bought it, it was £30. I think it's a little bit cheaper now, but for £30, it's a good quality bookshelf. It's really sturdy. It is oak effect. It's not real oak or anything, because I can't afford that. But I just really like this, and they do it in white as well, I believe. I think they used to do it in black, but I'm not entirely sure now. I will have a look, and I will link it down there if you want to go ahead and buy one yourself. I'm not sponsored by Argos or anything, But just in case you wanted to know where my bookshelf came from, then there's that little bit of information there for you. I've had to change my top because I was sweating. It is so hot. Actually, I think I might go and open a window. Just bear with me one moment. There we go. It's only February and it actually feels like it is summer in my house. Yeah, this is the hottest it has been for quite some time. We've had a lot of snow recently, which was very unexpected, especially in Leicester because we don't really get snow. But anyway, it's great for lighting. So we're going to talk about some of the books that we're going to talk about all of the books that I unhauled because there weren't that many, but I just thought I'd show you because I know people like watching unhaul videos. If you don't, then you can just skip this part, whatever. But yeah, so I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books that I have unhauled, which is actually quite a lot for me because I do tend to hang on to books for no reason, whether I like them or not, just because they either look good on my shelf or I have some other random sentimental reason for keeping them. But these are books that I don't really care for and they've just been sitting there for ages. So one of the books that I unhauled is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I've tried to read this book twice and didn't enjoy it. I tried to read it last December and I got 40 pages in and it was really annoying me. So this one's gonna go, and I don't really feel that bad about this one. I got it from a charity shop for like £1, so it'll probably go back to the shop I bought it from. The Witch of Willow Hall by Hester Fox. I read this last November. I did like it, but it just wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I know loads of people have read this and have really enjoyed it, but it just didn't live up to my expectations and I just don't want it anymore. The Crossing Places by Ellie Griffiths. I did really enjoy this book. This is a 4-star read for me, but I just don't want to keep it anymore because I don't know if I will be continuing with this series. Even though I did enjoy it, I just don't care for it all that much. Call Me By Your Name by Andre Ackerman. I really don't like this book. I liked it at the time, but the more I have thought about it and the more I have seen people talk about it and its problems, I just really don't like this story. And I don't like the author either, so I don't want to have anything supporting him on my shelf, so this book is going to go. Next we've got Red Queen and Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, and I've read Red Queen, but I can't for the life of me tell you what it's about because I can't remember. It was just a book that I read because I felt like I needed to read it. And it was okay. I remember giving it like 3 stars or something, but I just don't care for it. I've had Glass Sword for about 2 years. I bought it in a charity shop and I had every intention of reading it at the time, but it's just been so long. And like I said, I can't remember what happened in Red Queen. And I just don't think I'm going to continue with this series, so these 2 books are going. Then we've got Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I do like this book, but I just don't care for it enough to keep it. We've got The Turn of the Key, and you guys know how I feel about this, so we're not going to go into it, but it was one of my most disappointing books of 2020, and I just don't want to have it on my shelf anymore because it makes me angry every time I look at it. Same with The Silent Patient. I absolutely hate this book. Another really disappointing book, and it just wasn't worth my time, so this is gonna go. An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Again, not a terrible book, but just one that didn't live up to my expectations. And we've got Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. I did really like this book. This was one of my favourite thrillers of 2018. I think that's when I read it. I think it was 2018. but it's just been on my shelf for ages, and yeah, like, what else can I say? It's the same with all of these books. I just don't really care for it that much. Then we've got, lastly, Let Me Lie by Claire Mackintosh, and again, this was another book that I really enjoyed, but I just don't feel as strongly towards it as some of the other books that I've decided to keep, so this one is gonna go as well. Alright, so those are all the books that I unhauled, and like I said, I'm pretty impressed with myself that I managed to unhaul this many books, because as I've said, I do like to just keep hold of books for really stupid, materialistic, sentimental reasons. But even though I enjoyed some of these, I don't care for them. They don't excite me anymore, and they're just taking up unnecessary space, and I could be using that space for books that I am really excited about. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, because charity shops are currently closed here. They're not reopening until April, I believe, but I don't really want to hang on to them until then, so we'll see what happens, but they will go to new homes regardless. Some of them might go towards my Bibliosoak project, which I am hopefully launching very soon. It was meant to be launched this month, but things have been delayed. So some of the thrillers might go towards that, but the rest I will probably donate somewhere. I'm sure there's somewhere that will be taking them, so we'll see. But I'm very excited to have some new books. I'm still on my book buying ban until the end of April, and I'm doing well. I haven't bought any books this year so far, so yeah, there we go. I am gonna stop talking now because this video is probably really long. I have been filming for the last 2 hours. That's how long this video has taken me. So I am looking forward to just putting my camera down for a bit and just having a bit of a chill half hour. I have a lot of videos I need to film today, so yeah. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Please feel free to leave comments down below, let me know what you think of my new shelf layout, whether you like it, whether you don't. If you've got any suggestions for me on how I could lay out my shelves in the future, or how you do it, then feel free to let me know. I would love to hear. Yeah, please leave a cheeky thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos from me in the future, and I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye guys.